And then that leads me to asking you about Trump. I learned something that I thought was kind of good about Trump that I didn't know. Nick Fuentes was talking about, and I'm going to ask you about Nick Fuentes in a little bit, but he was talking about that when Trump was running in 2016, he was making like anti-globalist speeches, and he was openly talking about like we need to fight back against this like global agenda that's trying to like rule us and stuff. So it's just I don't know. I don't know what. It's hard to know what anyone's true intentions are, but Trump is obviously a really important person. So, like, what do you think Trump is all about? Like, for like deep down, and you know.
I think Trump is like very pro-America. Um, I think that he is also very pro-Trump. So he doesn't want to like do anything that's going to take away from him living. So he's not going to like take out the Federal Reserve Bank, but he will use the knowledge of how much people hate that thing to get reelected, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like they did, him and Elon Musk talked about the Federal Reserve before he got put back into office because they understand that it's the cause of inflation. Because it's goes down to the fact that it's a private central bank overprinting the currency because the more currency they print, the more interest they get to charge the US government and the US taxpayer. So to the private central bank, overprinting the currency doesn't actually matter. It just means they make more money. Okay. And the only way to stop that from happening is to get rid of the private central bank. But every president that's done that has been either assassinated or attempted to be assassinated. Like Abraham Lincoln did it and they shot him to death, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Trump doesn't want to die. So he's not going to take out the Federal Reserve, in my opinion. And that's the most pressing matter of any presidency is that matter. If they don't address that, then they don't give a shit about this country really. They care more about themselves than they do the country. And that's just like a fact. And they know about it because I can go back and pull up plenty of tweets from Elon Musk where he's talking about inflation and pointing the finger right at the Federal Reserve Bank because it's all about the money supply because inflation is just a matter of how much money is in supply. That's all that controls inflation, and they're the ones that control it. So,
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah. I mean,
but when it
it
comes
is a.
to sorry, when it comes to like the Epstein thing, Trump is heavily connected to that, mostly because of the people that surround him. So he was like involved a little bit with that, whereas the people that are around him, the network that is around him, was definitely connected with that. Like a lot of the people that are around him. So it makes it look really bad for him. That's because all of his like people that help him get into office, all the people that are around him now, like Howard Lutnick, which was Epstein's neighbor. You know what I mean? Like these are all Trump's like inner circle, Alan Dershowitz, these characters, all heavily involved with Epstein. And Trump did fly on the jet and stuff, but like all of the evidence points to like he didn't do anything when he was there. Like Virginia Giuffre was like uh quoted in being like, he didn't do anything. He wasn't, it's just like he was brought in for like to be like, oh yeah, here he is on the plane type thing. But his son flew on the flight that he took with Epstein, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, it's super suspicious that he was so connected through so many other people and that he flew on the jet at all. But it's not like Bill Clinton, where Bill Clinton, in a 2 year period, flew on the jet 26 times. And that's just one flight manifest from just one 2 year period.
Mm-hmm.
So That's like insane. That's like, and there's pictures of Bill like getting massages and stuff that have come out of like him
Yeah.
with the victims and things like that. So like there's, you know, that's all I'm saying. Is like I can't really tell with Trump. I think with Trump you get like what you got with the his first presidency where you get some domestic wins like less illegal immigrants in the country. But I think in terms of the big picture stuff, he's never going to do anything for us.
Yeah. He definitely seems like a narcissist to me. He just I can't really judge him, but I feel like it seems like he just cares more about like himself and his legacy, like probably more than anything else, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Which is
Um,
sad because with this second term, he could have gone in there and saved the country. You know, he could have gone in like a wrecking ball and got rid of the Federal Reserve and a bunch of other things and fired a whole bunch of people and thrown a whole bunch of people on trial for treason. And he hasn't done any of it, you know, but he could
hmm,
have. Those are all possible, but he just didn't do any of that. So,
hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that like he would have. I'm not sure that it would be that easy for him to like do all that. I feel like there'd be a lot of like hoops that he would have to jump through, and I don't really necessarily think that the president can like easily just like do like crazy sweeping actions like that.